You are the most adaptable animal in the Arctic, and that is genuinely impressive, given that the Arctic is trying to kill everything in it at all times. You are an Arctic fox, and you have a solution for every problem this environment has ever produced. Except one. But we will get to that. You were born in a den, one of 8 to 14 siblings, which sounds like a warm family moment until you realize the litter is that large, because your species knows that not all of you are going to make it. This is not pessimism. This is mathematics. Your parents did the math and produced enough of you to cover the losses and still come out ahead. Your first weeks were underground, while above you, the Arctic continued being the Arctic, which means brutal and white and indifferent to whether you were ready. And then you came out, and you were white, not because you chose it, but because your coat had already made the decision for you. White in winter, brown in summer. Your fur changes completely twice a year, without any input from you. The most efficient camouflage system in nature, running automatically like software. You did not install, but cannot turn off and would not want to. You can survive minus 70 degrees without shivering, without your metabolism spiking, without doing anything differently than you do on a mild day. Your fur is so dense that you can curl your tail around yourself like a blanket, lie down in a blizzard, and sleep while the storm processes its feelings around you. You follow polar bears, not because you admire them, but because they leave scraps, and scraps are food, and food is the only thing that matters out here. You have zero shame about this. Shame is a resource you cannot afford in minus 70 degrees. You will follow a polar bear for miles, eat whatever it leaves, and consider the interaction a success. You can hear lemmings moving under the snow from above, and you pounce straight through the surface, landing directly on something you could not see, because your ears are more accurate than most animals' eyes. You have no fixed territory, no permanent home. You travel thousands of miles following food, following seasons, following whatever the Arctic decides to offer that week. Coastal foxes eat seabirds and fish. Inland, foxes eat lemmings and scraps. You eat whatever is available wherever you are, because flexibility is the only religion that works up here. And then the lemmings crash. Every 3 to 4 years, lemming populations collapse as part of a natural cycle that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with your survival. Because you eat lemmings more than anything else, and when the lemmings disappear, your population crashes with them. Not slightly significantly. The most flexible, most cold-resistant, most resourceful, most shameless scavenger in the entire Arctic ecosystem has one vulnerability, one single point of failure. A small brown rodent that runs on its own schedule, completely independent of yours. You survived minus 70 degrees. You changed color twice a year. You followed apex predators for scraps. Without embarrassment, you pounced through snow at things you could not see and landed on them. And every 3 to 4 years, a small rodent you did not create and cannot control crashes your entire operation. And you wait and you survive on whatever is left, and the lemmings come back and you come back and you adapt again. Because adapting is the only thing you have never failed at. Except for the part where you needed the lemmings to do their part. And they have always had their own ideas about that.